There's at least 6.
Woo!
I can't even see like the lighting.
I know. It's like
there's at least 6
like,
people there.
We could literally just turn on the house lights and we could just like I could sit on the edge of the stage and talk to you guys, but it's nice to have a big booming sound system. So there we go. Oh, there we go. Somebody did something. Thank you. Thank you, lighting crew.
I can see people now.
Hard-working crew. Hi, guys. Thanks for being here. You could literally be anywhere else, but you're here. Jeffrey. Aha, I got it. I knew it. There you go.
Got 1 for 1.
I got 1 for 1.
All right.
I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to forget everything else. It's just like, I just know it. It could have been like, Johan. No. Larry? Nah.
First off,
yes.
Welcome to New Orleans.
Thank you.
Yes, your first time?
Likewise.
Yes, my first time.
Yes.
Is anybody from outside of here, this is your first time in New Orleans?
Woohoo.
All right, we got a couple people. But you haven't been able to go out.
still standing or sitting, I guess.
You haven't been able to do anything, though, right?
No, this is, like we do this all the time. Like with cities, you'll get people that'll come and go like, "How you liking, Denver so far?" And you're like, "I've seen an airport, a cab, a hotel, the convention center, a restaurant, if I'm lucky, and then do that 2 more times, and then on Sunday night we reverse the order and I go home."
Right.
So,
if you're lucky.
If I'm lucky.
Oklahoma
yes.
City, we weren't so lucky.
No,
You
and I
were
wasn't
on
so lucky on the way out here. I got stuck in Denver overnight.
But you were on the plane in Oklahoma City, right?
Yeah.
You were on the plane, got off, had to be forced off.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
then,
that happens. Yeah, well, that's literally, we boarded the plane twice in Boise, where I'm from, to get to Denver, and both times the pilot came out and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, they're giving us a new takeoff time of 2.5 hours from now, so we're going to have everybody get off the plane, and then we'll get back on." We did it a second time. Ladies and gentlemen, they just gave us another takeoff time of 2.5 hours from now, so we did it again, and then it was like we sat there. The plane that was supposed to board after us, or that was supposed to depart after us earlier in the day by about 4 or 5 hours earlier, they all boarded their plane and left, and we were just standing there going, "What is going on?" They're like, "You're down a crew member now." We're like, "What?" Yeah.
They got
so,
on that.
So New Orleans is great. Yeah, you guys got great convention center food. I mean, yeah.
You got to get. I was able to do a couple things.
Okay.
Yes.
What did you do? You said you were starting to say, like,
yeah.
cathedral?
So I went out to the Lalaurie mansion, which is supposedly haunted. By the way, do you believe like?
There's one behind you right now. Yes, no.
Do you? I mean,
I don't know.
Yes, I had the same answer. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen one or had something spooky happen. So yeah. And ghosts, I assuming is what you were asking.
Yes, ghosts.
Okay, yeah. It's like, do you believe? I'm like, it's like, in life after. Yeah, it's like I have no idea.
Yeah, in ghosts.
Yes, no ghosts. No, I don't know that I do or don't. I'm just sort of like, nah, never.
I feel like I want to believe.
Yeah.
Like I want to see something cool. Like I want to see like this our timer all of a sudden fly across the room.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna happen.
No. If it did right now, that would be the craziest thing. At that point, you would ask me the question again, and I'd say, yes, I do.
Right.
I absolutely do.
I went to the cathedral,
okay.
so that was really, really nice and beautiful. Can't take pictures inside of it, so I have nothing to show you.
So we just have to believe him.
Just have to believe
that he was actually there.
Yes, that I was there.
You can't prove it.
Yeah. So I went out to Coops. Is anybody familiar with Coops? Nope?
No.
Fantastic.
Not even the locals? Okay, we got one
okay,
yes. One slightly enthusiastic yes. What is Coops? Like chickens and lots of like chicken coops.
It's like it's
not that special.
New Orleans style food, like the jambalaya, seafood stuff like that.
Good.
Yeah, it's great. I heard Nicolas Cage has his burial site here. Like it's he already has a tombstone.
Oh, I was like, when did he die?
No. That's the thing.
Spoiler alert! Did this happen while I was on the plane?
He hasn't died, but he has his plot. He has his tombstone. Everything. It's ready for him.
He's ready for.
It is.
That's a little morbid.
That's
odd.
Right. It has
Anybody
the date
else done
on
that?
there
Is
and
that a
everything.
New Orleans thing?
No.
Like if you're from New Orleans, you like pre-book your burial site. Like I have a reservation. I've reserved this spot to die.
Right.
Just checking on it.
Just making sure that there's no dates.
So he's got a headstone in the London Yards?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's a
giant pyramid?
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a face-off joke that could be made at some point too, or it's just like he borrowed somebody else's tombstone or something. Like, who does what? So, did he put his own inscription, or like what do they call it, like a gravestone?
Epitaph?
Yeah, epitaph. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a big word.
That is a big.
Well done.
That is a $2 word.
Did he do his own words on stone? Epitaph. It's an echo. That is so sad. It just speaks volumes of like, did you guys think I was gonna sell something out or something? Like, We've met before. This is not my first GalaxyCon. Did he write his own, like, did he get to say, like, world's greatest actor? You know, Nicolas Cage rests here, like, that kind of thing?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I need to go.
Because this could be a thing. I'm thinking, like, world's tallest voice actor, Roger Craig Smith.
Right. Yes, just right. Whatever you want.
I'm choking on my own saliva. That's good. Maybe I need to get that gravestone going. Holy cow. Is it too late to reserve?
Well, one thing about this GalaxyCon is that I don't know how many of you have purchased, but there is a brand new exclusive GalaxyCon exclusive Sonic the Hedgehog comic
book. I saw that. Like,
yes.
Comic book cover on like
comic
the
book
IDW,
cover,
right?
yes.
Yeah, that's a cool thing that I did not know existed until yesterday when I got here. And Mr. Broder, the owner of the convention, was like, come over here. I got something for you. I was like, what is this? What are these? Yeah. So some really cool, not foil, but like reflective, metallic-y kind of looking thing.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, very slick.
So if you haven't purchased yours yet, and they look
They're
really
only like $500 a piece.
Only $500 a piece.
Yeah, exactly. For paper.
And then you put your
worth
autograph on it for another $500.
So then $5,000, $5,000.
Okay.
Yeah, per initial.
Per initial.
Exactly. So if you want the R, the C, and the S, you're about $25,000. Okay. I can't do the math, but
it's worth it.
So for $50,000 plus tax, you can get an IDW special comic book, and if you want to go home with it, it's another $75,000. So. Yeah, that's a bargain. It's a bargain. Con exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy to see that stuff is still growing. That there's still that there's a comic book.
It's crazy.
Of Sonic.
It's
right?
crazy. Yeah, or that we're still here and all of this stuff, the fandom, the idea of like video games and things like that, and just like pop culture in general. I'm always just like, man.
Were you a fan of Sonic on the old Genesis?
Yeah, well, so this is where all the little white whiskers come from. But I can remember walking by a Circuit City.
Anyone?
Anyone close to my age? Thank you. There you go. All the old people clapping right now.
You're the first person to name drop a Circuit City.
Yeah,
in a panel
some dude in the back's
years.
going, "What's a Circuit City? Is there a TikTok for that?" Or no? So I remember walking by a Circuit City in Tustin Marketplace in Southern California. And seeing the Sega Genesis ad, like it was a console that was in a display window, back when you used to actually shop at a store. We didn't just go to Amazon. And so I walked by and I was watching it. It was the first Sonic the Hedgehog game, 1991. 1991. I should know this. So 1991, and all of a sudden I was watching something like side-scrolling, and it was going so incredibly fast. Blast processing. It's a real thing. And I grew up on television and like slow games, Commodore 64, and all that kind of stuff. And so all of a sudden I was watching this thing going, you can't even. How do you keep up with that? And here we are. Yeah, it's nuts.
Absolutely. It still has its iterations.
Totally.
Sonic is making appearances in Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, exactly. And 3 huge movies with a 4th on the way. It's like, yeah, you've got the cinematic universe, you've got video games, you've got, TV series and all sorts of stuff. It's bizarre.
Now, we talk about, comic books, but do you have collectibles or stuff like that at home of your
Yes. I mean, come on. Yeah, it's like when people go like, do you ever play? Oh, there we go. So thunderous. It's good timing. Do you ever play your own video games? And I go, of course. And the reason why I enjoy playing games that I've been in is because 9 times out of 10, I don't get to see the finished product. I never get to know what it is that we're working on half the time, what it's going to be, what the sort of creative, collective, collaborative vision is of everybody involved. And so usually I see like a script, and very often I'm not even seeing like an animatic or that kind of thing. So it's a lot of like theater of the mind. And then in the end, the game comes out, and I get to see, with music and with sound effects and with, a polished sort of like visuals. And so I always enjoy kind of seeing, that's why we said that the way that we said that, or, because so much of it is like I'm in a booth by myself, and I don't even know who I'm talking to or why I'm saying what I'm saying half the time. And so it's neat to see like what everybody was wanting to see happen in the finished product. And then, of course, I, like anybody else, I play the game and I go, oh, God, I could have done that so much better. That's what I sound like? Oh.
Right, like I was, there's a lot of people who don't like to watch the finished product because there's always that thought of, I could do this better. Or, why can't I do that again?
I don't know an actor who doesn't want to sit there and go like, oh, man, can I just try it again? That's actually, it's a very hard instinct to fight as an actor. I rely very heavily on my directors when I'm in a project I ask a ton of questions because I just want to make sure that I'm understanding exactly what we're trying to execute together. But then in the end, one of the worst things is when you're working on something that has anything to do with like Batman or these legacy characters like Sonic or that kind of thing. And I've been in sessions with Bruce Timm, behind the glass, and you're just like, oh, I want to impress you. And you have to just listen when he says, yeah, we got it, we're moving on. And you're kind of like, but I want to do it again, I want to do it better. And it's like, no, we got it, we're moving on. It's like, stop. Actors are always just, can I try that again? I feel like I could do it better. And it's one of those things. So of course you play the game and you kind of go, oh, no, I don't sound like that. I'm like, yeah, you do. Of course you do. But yeah, but I just enjoy seeing, because there's so many people that work on these things. We're very, very fortunate as voice actors to be able to have folks like yourself want to jam pack. There's like 5,000 of you here. So this is for the people in the back.
Yeah, it's being recorded.
All the way back there.
This is being recorded. It's on the internet.
Okay,
so
cool. Perfect.
5,000
Is
people.
it really?
Yes.
So there's 15,000 people here.
15,000 people here.
50,000 people just for this one panel. It's crazy. And the idea that like I get to be somebody that you guys want to line up and meet and say hi to and spend money and do all these things, brave crowds, come to a busy convention center, deal with thunder and lightning and rain, usually. It's not in that order. The idea that we get to be like voices when there's so many people that work so hard on these games, it's like, it's incredible. So I always do enjoy firing up a game that I've been a part of and going, all right, what did they do? What did they want this to be? And that kind of thing. So yeah.
You mentioned Batman and obviously Sonic. There's Captain America. So you've done Marvel and DC and.
I'm cheap.
Are there any dream projects? Or the Star Wars world, the Star Trek world? Are there any dream projects that you're like, man, this is what I was a.
So the answer that I give to that question is almost always the next one, and by that I mean I don't know. I mean it's really hard for me. I've had so many things land that are just doing Chris Redfield in 2009 for Resident Evil was like, wow, I get to be in a video game. I mean, like it starts there. Like I get to hear my voice. I started out doing every local not for broadcast kind of thing you can imagine. I was doing local gas stations. When you flip the pump on and it's like, the voice starts, yammering at you or something like that. Or it's like, hot dogs are 2 for $6, like that kind of thing, which are expensive hot dogs. I was doing stuff like that down in Orange County, like just starting out, and it was like, man, and I would go get gas like at a specific gas station just to hear my voice. So it starts there, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I'm on the radio. I'm listening to a radio ad. Then
hold on. Are you taking dates to the gas station and then like rolling down the
window?
Yeah.
Back then,
you're like,
sorry, that's me selling hot dogs. I can only afford 87 grade. Let's just not yeah, exactly. We're going to Taco Bell for the date. But other than that, I'm on a gas station pump. Yeah, of course. Yeah, all that stuff. No, but it starts there. Like you're just like enamored with like getting to be a part of something. And then all of a sudden you might like get into a video game or you get into a TV show or an ad or that kind of thing. And that never goes away. It's still kind of a kick. I just recently did some stuff over at Universal Orlando. And for the How to Train Your Dragon ride, I've done like some pre-ride announcemements. When you're standing in line, you'll hear like a Viking-sounding voice, saying to keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle or something like that. Whatever it is, like no standing or something like that.
Have you been to the theme park?
I have yet to go. But I've had a number of people reach out going, I was at Universal the other day and I think I heard your voice. Is that you? And I'm like, yes, I think. I'm pretty sure. I know we did it.
Right.
We did some stuff. I don't know which rides it got implemented into or that kind of thing, but. So yeah, no, it's the idea that I get to sit there and go like, oh, I'm so disgruntled because I haven't been a part of Star Wars in the way that I wanted to be. I did do Star Wars. I was Kylo Ren, the unmasked version of Kylo Ren in oh God, I'm trying to remember the name. I can't remember if it was Battlefront or not. Was it Battlefront 2? Thank you. You would know, gentleman wearing the Batman T-shirt. Thank you. Yeah, and that is cringy as all get up for me every time I hear it. Because it was really funny. I was doing Adam Driver, who's amazing. Did I get it right? Adam Driver?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, good. I was like, writer? No. It's not even Sunday. And I was auditioning for that and found myself kind of going, I can get pretty close to him, right? Like, it's like Kylo getting angry with us right now. He's like, how dare you? And I remember going, I can get pretty close. And then we get into the session, and I felt pretty good about my voice match for him. then we get to the session, and all of my lines are like screaming and yelling, and I was like, oh, that's a different kind of a thing. It's difficult to pull off, like where you start yelling as a voice match is not the same as voice match. And so all of a sudden, all my lines were like kind of screaming and yelling, and I was like, oh boy. And I thought it was going to be through like with the effects, like through the helmet.
Right.
And I was like, well, that's good. We can kind of cheat some of that. And I was like, nope. And yeah, so yeah, it's its own audio atrocity, in my opinion. But no, the idea that like there's franchises that I don't get to be a part of, that's why I say the next one. There could be. I mean, Apex Legends came out, and I wasn't expecting that to be what it's become. And it's like getting to be Mirage and do that kind of thing for that sort of game series is like, man, it's just the coolest. So yeah, I'm very fortunate. I'm not unhappy.
Now, you mentioned folks say, "Hey, I think I heard your voice," but that happened a couple months ago, and it wasn't actually your voice when folks started.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Your Twitter lit up for the GTA 6 trailer.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Apparently, a lot of people were just like, "That's you," and I'm like, "No, it's not. No, it's you." I'm like, "No, it's not." Literally, like one of the most successful tweets I've had in like the last 5 years was me getting online and saying, just to clarify, that's not me. Trailer looks amazing though. And then I put like GTA 6.
Right.
Or no, that's not me. I forget what I tweeted. Right. It like blew up. And I'm like I'm seeing like emails popping in going like, "Hey dude, like there's an article on you, on whatever." And I'm like, "Why?" And like, "Because you said you weren't in the game." And I'm like, "Is that how that works?" Like the most successful tweet I have is me confirming I'm not in something? That would explain the attendance here, wouldn't it? No, but yeah, that was a very funny thing. And then I clarified it again. I was like, just to clarify my earlier clarification, I am not in this game. And that just kept going, like retweeting and retweeting. I was like, well, this is great. I should just confirm I'm in fewer things. Or just say like, hey, I'm not in whatever, Superman, the movie.
Right.
It's like 3 million hits. Who'd have thought? Okay, I should have monetized that.
As I mentioned, so we do have a microphone right over there. So if you guys have questions, feel free to line up. By the way, does anybody here, don't everybody rush at once, all 5,000 of you, 15,000 of you?
50,000.
Does anybody here follow Roger on the social medias? Okay.
Nice.
So
sorry, all of you.
I'm a huge fan of your photography on there because it's first off, it's a lot different from what, a lot of people, here's my convention
Breakfast.
dates, here's my convention dates, here's my, but I get to see a different side and a really cool side. When did you really start getting into photography, whether it was nighttime or animals, birds?
It started with night photography, reason being because during the day, very often I'm working, and so it's hard to have like a hobby where I get to go and do something for an extended period of time where I don't have to worry about getting a phone call of like, hey, History Channel needs you to go do a promo right now, and it's like like Ancient Aliens this Sunday, that kind of stuff, and those things are like last minute, and so the job is always like sometimes it's better just to be available than it is to be good, is the joke, but It's also the reality. If they call and they go, hey, somebody wants you for this thing, and it's like, and if you're not available, they're on to the next person that can do what you do.
Right.
So I found this hobby, and I was like, what, I've always wondered about like the Milky Way. You can take a picture of the Milky Way? Like, how does that work? So I started researching and then learning, and then started taking some workshops and things like that, and then fell in love with night sky photography, started getting telescopes and things like that. And learning how to photograph using telescopes and tracking equipment and all that. And then it was kind of like, well, I love this. And I was like, bird photography. I like birds. That'd be interesting. That's another thing. If I am able to go someplace during the day, maybe I could take some pictures of birds. Now I'm getting into like lapidary and like rocks and like rock hounding and grinding and polishing rocks and doing weird things like that. Yeah, it's like, it's anything. Now I'm spending more time looking at the ground, looking at rocks and trying to find cool rocks. But at night, you'll see me looking up at the moon and the stars and the sky and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and one of my charities that I often I sell prints. I'm not doing it, at this particular con because I realized I over donated. I thought that I had sold more than what I did at the last con, and suddenly I was like, ooh, okay, I won't offer them at this con, and then I'll do it at the next one, kind of thing. But Dark Sky International used to be known as the International Dark Sky Association. I'm a delegate for them, and I support them in their battle to kind of protect night skies and try to diminish light pollution and that kind of thing, because it is one of those things that it's one of the few forms of pollution, if you will, that we can actually, you can fix it by just turning off a light at night.
What was the name of that?
Dark Sky International, International Dark Sky Association. It's about protecting night skies and educating municipalities and governments about like, hey, when you uplight a bunch of buildings in your city center and birds like hit the glass at night, and then you don't realize you're doing this. You could downlight, or you could have them turn off after 10 p.m. People don't need to see your building at 11 o'clock at night. It really doesn't matter, that kind of thing. Or just cities with blue LEDs and things like that. So yeah, that's my whole thing. But yeah, photography. Now it's rock polishing. You'll see something. I got something in the works. I kind of teased about it coming up. So things like that.
I was gonna say, is there maybe a book or something like that you would?
No, gosh, no. It's purely a hobby, and I've enjoyed just sharing it with people. That's really and truly what it is. And I print things at home, and I put up metal prints of some of my more successful images and things like that I like. But no, it's just for me. Yeah, to make money in photography is a whole other ball of wax, and yeah. And so far, so good with this whole voiceover career thing. So, I'll stick with that for now.
So far, so good.
I'll stick with that for now.
All right, so it looks like we have some questions over here.
Yes.
Hello.
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 I was just curious, out of all the characters you voiced, who do you think would be the bestest friends with each other?
The best friends out of all the characters, who would be best friends? Oh boy. I don't know if anybody's gonna hang with Sonic. I'm trying to think. Could you see Chris Redfield putting up with Sonic? Ezio? No, maybe Chris and Ezio. Yeah. Mirage is too arrogant. He's too self-centered. He just wouldn't want to share the spotlight with any of them, really. I don't know. No, maybe Chris and Ezio. There's a lot of murder between those two, So they bond over all their killings, I guess. It's kind of morbid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking
two dudes you wouldn't want to find drinking at the bar too much,
True.
Yeah.
I was thinking Ezio and Batman Who Laughs.
Ooh. No, Batman Who Laughs and Sonic, I think.
Oh,
yeah, they'd get along just fine. They would get along just fine. Yeah. There's some dark humor. Yeah. No, I changed my answer. Batman Who Laughs and Sonic. But classic Sonic.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you. Good question. That's a good one. That's throwing me for a curve. I'm going to lose sleep over that one.
Hello, what's your name?
Michael.
Hi,
Michael, what's up, man?
What's going on? You've done a good bit with DC.
Yes.
Do you want to do any more, or are you good
Always.
where you're at?
Yes. I love the questions where somebody will say something hey, you've done Batman for a number of things. Do you want to keep doing them? I'm like, yeah, yes, because it means I work. I work. I then get to get paid. I get to have a paycheck. Yeah, I want to do more stuff. Of course. I mean, any actor who says they don't want to, I think, is lying. It's we want to be in everything. We want to do everything and be a part of everything. And so yeah, no. If I get a chance, if I'm lucky enough to do more with DC, I'm always there, and Marvel and Disney.
Would you love to do
Cartoon
another
Network.
one with Troy? Another game with Troy?
Of course. Yeah. Always. Yeah, I mean, we just did Arkham Shadow together, and the worst part is anything else that we're working on, we can't talk about it because of NDAs, that kind of thing. So stuff that's coming out.
Yeah.
But yeah, always, yeah. I mean, these are friends. These are colleagues. We've come up together in the business. So anytime I think maybe somebody I don't know if you were asking about this, but somebody was saying, did you guys get to do sessions together for Arkham Origins?
Oh yeah. That
Yeah,
was me.
and I was saying they tried it for one session, and Troy and I go back to, my gosh, even prior to that, we were doing, did that start? No, we had already started because it was animation. We had already started before we booked Arkham Origins. We were working on Marvel's Avengers Assemble. We had done other jobs and things like that prior to that. And you get a room full of voice actors together, and it's like herding cats that have had way too much Red Bull.
Yep.
And so the energy level is just ridiculous. And it was they tried one session with Troy and I as Joker and Batman recording together. But in between the takes, he and I just kept cracking each other up. I'm making fart sounds, he's making fart sounds, and pretty soon the director's like, I don't think Batman and Joker should get along this well. This is not a good dynamic to encourage, so they quickly replaced Troy with Martin Jarvis, so it was Alfred and Batman at that point, and that was a much better dynamic, but yeah. No, I would love to, of course. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Michael, thanks.
Hello, what's your name?
Miles,
Hi, Miles.
What's up, Miles?
up?
Miles Prower?
I've had that. Not the first time I've heard that.
Okay, gosh, all right. So Sonic fan?
Still Sonic.
You're yep.
Yep. Okay. So I've been hooked on the IDW comics. Quick question.
Did you get the $50,000 IDW?
I didn't even know that.
GalaxyCon? Okay, all right.
Well, go to the merch.
$75,000,
Right after this.
and it's yours.
Uh,
For $150,000, you can take it home.
okay. All right, so
Sorry, Miles.
So I don't know how far along you are, but with the comic exclusive characters, can you think of anybody to potentially voice them?
Say that again. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
So I don't know how far along you are in the IDW comics, but can you think of like anybody to voice the comic exclusive characters? You know, Tango, Whisper, Surge Kid, that kind of thing.
Think of anybody to voice those specific characters?
Those off the top of my head.
Me? Because then I get to work again? No, I don't know. I mean, like, honestly, I'm not fully familiar with all of the comic book like characters. So I don't know. I guarantee you, if you put that question out to the internet, you will have no shortage of answers and opinions.
I mean, Ian Flynn even gets them.
There you go. Exactly. Ian should voice something at some point. Why not? He does
why
brilliant
not?
writing, so let's start there.
Shoot, he and Kyle can voice the Night
There you
of
go.
God.
I'll go with Ian should voice all of them. Safe answer? Thanks, Tails, buddy. It's miles per hour. I can't let it go.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Hey, Ryan.
All right.
I was wondering, how did you guys come up with a lot of the jokes for Sonic Boom?
How do you come up with the jokes? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
How do you come up with some
How
of
do
the
we
jokes?
come up with the jokes
For
in Sonic Boom?
Yeah.
I don't. There are writers. They write those words for us. So yeah, it's writing. Bill Freiberger was the executive producer and head writer on that show, and my gosh, his son. There were a number of other people that worked on that show. Phenomenal writers, and they would sit around and do battle with Sega over what they could and couldn't get away with. But no, that's how that happens. I mean, there's little ad libs and things that we might come up with, as performers in the moment. Yeah. But for the most part, everything's writer. It's just solid writing, and that's where a lot of that stuff came from. It was just old school jokes and them breaking the fourth wall with, anytime you had like Sonic doing weird mouth noises or things like that, they would do stuff like that with me because they were like, well, you always make weird noises in between takes and that kind of thing. And I'm like, okay. And then they put it into the show. The idea of the Roger joke and that kind of thing. And it was just, that's all them. But yeah, you'd have to ask them as writers where they come up with this stuff. Usually it's just writers are like, what do they find funny and what makes them laugh? And then they try to put that into a show. Sorry, it's a horrible answer on my part. It's got to be a letdown.
Hello, what's your name?
Hey, how you doing, Roger?
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
My question was, what would you say is like your favorite Sonic project that you work on? It could be like TV shows, video game, anything like that.
The next one, which is also an honest answer. Look, we had so much fun working on Sonic Boom. That was just a blast of a show to be a part of. Like we just there were so many days we were just laughing, just cracking up. Literally leave the session kind of hoarse. Not from overperforming, but just from laughing too much and having a good time. And, my gosh, Cindy and Colleen would be singing show tunes in between takes. It was just, yeah. Travis and I probably making fart jokes and, cracking each other up, that kind of thing. All of us making fun of Mike Pollock making fun of all of us, Now, one of my favorite episodes of Sonic Boom was where Mike and I, as characters, as Dr. Egghead and Sonic, had to switch personas.
Yeah.
And it was and so it was Mike doing his bad impression of me as Sonic, and me doing my bad impression of Mike as Eggman. It was a lot of fun. Yeah,
that's my favorite episode too.
Yeah, that was a blast. That was a blast.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you. Are you just gonna steal the microphone and walk away? Look at this. Okay, that's fine. I like this. I can see people. Yay!
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming down. And I know that you've been down here one more because I know you were at weren't you at RetroCon?
No, I've never been to Louisiana.
No. Oh, you did say that. Okay.
You're thinking of Mark Hamill, who I look exactly. I know it's, but I'm not Mark Hamill or Brad Pitt. If we can just stop with that, I'm so tired of that.
Anyways, it's great that you're here. Thank you so much, and thank you for your work, of course.
Well, thank you.
So you were talking about the work that you did randomly, the gas station or whatever.
Yeah.
What is your favorite commercial or I know you've been in a couple of commercials or whatever. What's your favorite ad reel that you've done?
Oh my gosh. So I've done retail work for Ram Trucks for over probably 13 years now. And used to be that I did all their tagging, which is what it's known as. So you're the voice that comes on at the end of the commercial that comes right now, well-qualified lessees can lease the all-new 2019 Ram 1500 for $249 a month. for $279 a month, do it, signing, all that kind of stuff, the legal stuff. That's been a blast because it's just like, I don't know, it's an American product. I'm an American. Getting to be a part of stuff like that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of neat. And the Pizza Hut was a blast because that was fun because they would air for 4 Super Bowls. It was always, they would sponsor the pregame show. So I'd be at like somebody's Super Bowl party and get to hear like, any pizza, any size, just like $14.99 only at your Pizza Hut. Yeah, it's a blast. Like I say, like imagine what it's like. You get to hear your voice on a TV show or cartoon or that kind of thing. Yeah. No, retail. Let's go with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, go with that. Thank you. And we got 12 minutes or so?
12 minutes, yes.
Okay, I would say, unfortunately, nobody else lined up. All 5,000 of you, 50,000, 500,000 people. We'll just cap it here, and I want to get through everybody.
Hey, Roger.
Hello, how are you?
Good. My question is, what was your favorite scene in Frontiers to voice act, and would you like to do more emotional scenes like that in future Sonic games?
I would. That's an interesting question because it was a bit of a surprise to me to have this more like dramatic Sonic game.
Sonic had a lot more feel in the game, like he felt the pressure of the things around him.
Exactly. I liked the moment of like, sorry, looks like I'm going all out after all. I just think like, the sacrificial kind of an approach from the character. That was a fun moment for me. I don't know. Maybe I was in my head a little bit more about Frontiers because I just kept finding myself kind of going, this feels like it's just like, it's barely like I'm doing anything. Like my voice is not all that much different. I'm thinking, ooh, how's that going to land with people, right?
Yeah.
But as the game came out and I realized the execution that they were working on, it makes perfectly good sense because I think with all the themes that were going on of a maybe more at stake kind of a dramatic nature. If Sonic was sounding like this, it's like it's hard to take that kind of a person seriously. Like if your doctor came out to you and spoke, you like, all right, let's go over some things on your charts here. You'd be like, no, I don't want to hear that. So no, I think it worked well for that. I would like to do more stuff like that. I mean, honestly, I've been doing this for 15 years. If there was ever a chance to do, I don't know what's in the works. I never know. I'm the last to find out about how these things work. But my gosh, if there was like a Sonic Adventure 3 or something like that I got to have like a little feather in cap of my career and be a part of something like that was a little more open world and a little bit more dramatic, I think it'd be fun.
How'd you feel about the Jammin' voice line coming back in Frontiers?
The what now?
The Jammin' voice line coming back in Crossworlds, like the voice lines in Crossworlds.
Oh, that's going to be fun. So I got to be careful because that project has not come out yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking about. I cannot confirm or deny my joy of hearing those lines. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
Hello.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So what is your favorite project just overall?
Overall, I'm going to say it again. The next one. That is actually my answer. Is the next one because it does mean that I get to work, and it does mean that there's so much creativity in this world. Like there's so many things that are happening between animation and video games, and I just find it to be one of the most creative sides of entertainment. So I'm excited for the next project that might want to have me work with them. Overall, I don't have a favorite of all time. I just have fond memories of working on Assassin's Creed 2 and the crew of people that I worked with on that. Mm-hmm. Arkham Origins was a really neat thing to be a part of. Apex Legends, I mean, my gosh, I'm the luckiest human being on earth to get to do what I get to do. So it's tough to pick a favorite. That's why I feel optimistic about another one someday, that somebody's created some new thing that none of us realized was going to be the next big thing, right? And even if it's not, if it's just something that's intriguing and fun and creative, it's neat to be a part of that stuff.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, as an acceptable answer, we're good? He approves. We got it. Hello.
Hello.
Nice. Well done.
So my question is,
yes.
If you had the chance to voice any character, literally any character, which one would you choose?
Oh boy, I've already done it. I get to look you in the eye and go I've voiced Batman. That's crazy. I voiced Sonic the Hedgehog. That's amazing. Captain America. It's ridiculous. Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Like getting to do these things is just amazing. It's it's really hard to be oh, I want to do something of note, something people might have heard of. I really can't think of a particular character. I don't know. Right, I'm a fan of so many people that are out there that it's more just watching what they've done. If I could be Invader Zim, that would be amazing, but I can't do what Richard Horvitz does, right? It's it's next to impossible. So yeah, I don't know. I've already done it. I've lived like a million lives in this industry, in my opinion. So it's hard to think that there's something that I just want to do. It's like, nah, something maybe that we don't know about. I like any time that something new gets created. I think that's exciting.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Are we doing okay?
Hello. Yes. I
We
think
good?
we have
Okay.
we have 7 people left in 7 minutes.
All right, we're gonna do it. Speed round.
If you
Nope. Next question.
no,
Sorry.
if you could give one piece of advice to aspiring voice actors, what would it be?
That is always the question. Is it not always the question? You're never going to have my career, and I'm never going to have yours, is what I've started saying to people. Because I want that to be something that lands with you to where it's like, I could tell you to do everything I did. It was 20 plus years ago that I started. So like anything you wanted, like photography and all that stuff, it starts with curiosity. It starts with dedication to the learning. So stay curious, stay passionate, stay dedicated, but mostly just stay curious and stop worrying about where you're not and focus on where you're at and just pick the next tiny little baby step to be like, yeah, and just do it. Yeah,
Do it.
Yeah, in the words of, oh God, who was the actor that did the, like, do it? Shia LaBeouf, yeah, Boof. Yeah, in Shia's words, just do it, but maybe with a little less intensity.
Okay. Is it important to have more than one agent? Because I only have one
Not at
right
all.
now.
No.
Okay.
And there's going to be so many. Look, I say no. You might have somebody say yes. But no. In fact, I think it gets to be a little bit of a conflict of interest if you have more than one representation for anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got it. Thank you. Good luck. Break a
Hello.
vocal cord. Hello.
Hello. What was it like redubbing lines for Sonic Generations and Shattered Generations?
That was fun. It was fun to revisit what is one of my more favorite games that I remember, like between Colors and Generations. I always enjoyed those games and just kind of voicing because, again, there was writing and there was just fun little things and, quirky little lines and that kind of thing. It was a blast. It was interesting to hear where we were at that long ago and kind of going, oh, wow, okay. Because in my mind, I'm always thinking differently than the voice actually sounds. And so to go back and listen to where the voice was, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Okay, he was right there. I didn't know that. No, it was fun. It was fun to kind of revisit it, yeah. And it was neat to polish it up and kind of make it more contemporary, if you will. It was fun.
Thank you.
I should have just said, it was fun. Next question.
Okay.
But who wants that? Nobody wants that as an answer.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's good.
Okay, so you said it's your first time in New Orleans, right?
Yes.
Are you gonna be willing to try some Cajun or Creole dishes today, and if
This feels like a threat. Yes. Like you're about to force feed me something or what? No, I am unwilling. Of course, yeah. Why? What do you have a recommendation?
since I'm assuming you never had any, go get you some jambalaya. Go get you some
jambalaya. I've had the
crawfish,
cuisine.
Shrimp etouffee.
I've had that stuff. I just need to have it here. I am getting a dinner later this evening, so I will be hopefully enjoying some jambalaya. And I had some beignets.
Do you have any recommendations for where to get it?
Honestly, just anywhere around here. You're in New Orleans.
I know. It feels like you
Go
could
explore.
throw a rock and hit great food, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, that's yeah. So I'm gonna go throw a rock as soon as I get out of this convention center. So watch yourselves. It gets random.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Was that a question? I don't know what it was.
The second one was
It was something about jambalaya.
Do you think Sonic the Hedgehog would be open to try a New Orleans food?
Of course. He likes chili dogs. He's already not worried about the repercussions of eating spicy food.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a good one.
Nicely done. Sorry.
Hello.
Grown man. Hi.
You said that you
You're
enjoyed
like, we only have a
seeing-
few minutes.
You said that you enjoyed seeing the finished product
Yes.
of the video games that you voice in.
Yes.
What did you think of Chris in RE5 and 6?
Oh my gosh, that's a blast. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, Chris Redfield. Anytime you get to see yourself as a character whose biceps are bigger than his thigh, that's always fun. Especially for me, being 5'5". I just crack up at. It's like clearly I sound like that guy. No, the finished product of Resident Evil is always amazing because those games especially, I have no idea what the finished product is going to look like. Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
and it's
you.
always fun just to see oh, that's why I screamed Piers so long. Sorry, too soon? Too soon.
It's always too
It's
soon.
always too soon, I
It's
know.
always
Nobody
too
likes to
soon.
hear but you know, you want to make a Pierce omelet, you got to kill a few Piers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good question. What's up, buddy?
So
How are you? Good. How are you? Good. Good.
What's your favorite joke in Sonic Boom?
So I've answered this before, and hopefully it's not too, like, if people have seen this. It's not anything I said as Sonic, believe it or not. It's Dave the Intern. It's one of my favorite lines that I've delivered. The best line I've ever heard delivered on a VO session was actually done by Minty Lewis, who's a writer and a very talented voice actor on Regular Show, who is Eileen. She voices Eileen. And she delivered this line where she says, "These burritos taste like failure," was like one of the funniest things I've ever heard. It was like so flat and so perfectly minty. But along those same lines, my favorite joke in Sonic Boom was Dave the Intern standing up to, I forget which character he was like, giving a little bit of guff back to, but he says, "Stop telling me what to do. You're not my mom's boyfriend." And I just love that line because there's so much darkness behind that. It's like that is subtext, like that is rich with subtext. In his world, he's like, I'm standing up to somebody and I'm gonna tell them that I won't take that anymore because after all, they're not my mom's boyfriend. It was like, this is the greatest darkness at home for Dave the Intern. Stop telling me what to do, you're not my mom's boyfriend.
Thank you
That was
so
my
much.
favorite.
That's great.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we have.
I can do this.
All right, 2 left.
2 left, we can do it.
Hola.
Hello.
So I'm a bit embarrassed to ask this, but let's say all the stars aligned, you'd be willing to do a creepypasta movie. Sonic.exe.
Say that again.
If a creepypasta movie was made, would you voice Sonic.exe?
Creepypasta movie?
Yes.
Like as in
Slender Man.
pasta?
Yes.
As in like spaghetti.
Dude, that's creepy.
What do I not get?
2010, dude.
Is it a meme? Is something like that? Creepypasta? Am I forgetting something that I've already done?
It's like a whole thing in 2010.
Oh, Sonic.exe. I've heard of this meme and all that kind of stuff, right? Is that what you were asking?
It's a thing that exists.
Okay.
Evil Sonic, not
Okay.
good dude. Would you voice him in a movie?
Are they going to pay me?
Yes.
Yeah, totally. I'll do it,
I think
yeah.
it's
Are you offering me a job right now? I will literally do it. No, of course. Yeah, I would love to. I was bummed when they did the ugly Sonic. And I was like, how did I not get like an audition for that either? I'm like, let me be the ugly. If you're not going to put me in the movie, let me at least be the ugly Sonic. I was like, no, can't win. Can't win. Hollywood.
Thank you so much.
It's a vicious industry.
All right, last question
Okay,
real quick.
thank you. Did that answer that? I feel like it's, again, like, by now.
You have 2.
Oh, wait a minute. Seriously? We're going to let this guy go?
Oh, look at that. We're out of time.
We're out of time. Sorry. Oh, look at that. It's literally at 0. Yeah. Sorry, egghead.
What
Sucks to be you, buddy. Sorry. What do we got? Nice
Throughout-
job, by the way.
Throughout all your voice acting careers, which one has made you like clench your fist? Like, I can't believe it took me. Like, did you ever think to yourself, I can't believe I'm doing this character?
Every single day of my life. I can't believe I'm in New Orleans, Louisiana, looking at another adult who is dressed the way you're dressed. It makes perfectly good sense to me, except for the fact that you are wearing glasses while also having goggles on your forehead. And yet, I'm not going to call it out. I'm not going to judge you for it because we're at a con and it makes perfectly good sense. No, every single day, I just pinch me. It's ridiculous. Yeah, no, you come to these things, you get to realize you get to be a part of these things, and it's so great that you guys would bother showing up, coming out here, braving crowds, braving weather, like what's going on outside, to meet people that get to be part of these projects because we're so fortunate. And it's like, yeah, lightning has struck so many times in my life. With this sort of thing, it's like, it is not lost on me how fortunate I am. And so, yeah, no, it's like, I get to make a living making duck fart sounds into a microphone. So it's not so bad. Yeah, it's a good living. It's a good living. I am very, very pleased and fortunate. So, yeah, out of the entirety of my career, it's all of it. It's literally all of it. A day behind the voiceover microphone is always a good day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So thank you all for
Thanks,
hanging out
Egghead.
with us. I have a question for you.
Uh-oh. Eggman.
Eggman.
Egghead.
A question for you. Do you think that everybody here would like to take a gigantic group stage selfie together right here?
Can we get 500,000 people together like that?
We can get, yes.
Is
we
that
will do
without
our,
causing
we will do
like
our
a stampede?
Best. We will do
I don't
our
want
best.
everybody to just like stampede one another. I'm a very big celebrity, you understand. My goodness. Uh-oh, I heard a bunch. Did somebody take a spill? What? No? Oh, lights. There you go. See, now you guys get to see what I see when I'm trying to look at you guys.